Hey everybody, this is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport, scooterwest.com in San Diego, California. We're here live today at the EICMA show here in Milan, Italy. Just want to show you some of the new details that they have on the Vespa GTS. Probably in the United States, I would guess a year from now we'll see them. So on to the updates found on the latest generation GTS 300. It's got the chrome bezel, much like the Primavera Sport, and sports a LED headlight like the European Primavera and Sprint for 2018. Now it's carried over to the GTS. On the side, I especially like this honeycomb grille that they've changed on the radiator exits. That grille has been the same since 2001 when the GT 125 and GT 200 were introduced. On the side, it's got little air scoops found in the skirts, and the motor has had updates that carry over from, I would say, the Yorban 300 motor, new LED taillight that matches the new Primavera and Sprint, and a thicker chrome bezel, the match as well. And moving over to the left side, we have a new badge for the GTS 300 Super, GTS Super. Again, the scoop detail on the skirt. Dipstick is now found on the water pump cover. Even the muffler guard has changed a little bit in shape. And one thing about this color is the same as the flat finish GTS 300 Super Sport in 2018, but it's got a gloss clear coat. And the yellow looks pretty sharp on the GTS. Same instrument cluster that's carried over from last year for the standard 300 Super model, it looks like. It's got the newer style clean handlebar covers. And moving on to another color, this looks like a higher trim level GTS 300 Super Sport. It supports the digital speedometer that's found on the Primavera Sport and the Vespa Elettrica. And if you watched some of my previous videos, I've always stated I love this color. It's a carryover from the 2006 GT60, which is the 60th anniversary Vespa that they released in 2006. And on to the rest of the Vespa booth. You can see there's quite a crowd at the 2018 EICMA around the Vespa Piaggio, Moto Guzzi, and Aprilia booth. This is a new flat finish blue color. It looks rather sharp. It's got decals that match the whole trim level of the scooter, including changes on the seat. You can see it's got some of the Rizomo accessories sold through Vespa, which include a pair of levers that are fully adjustable and a fly screen. There's also a set of Rizomo mirrors that weren't featured on that scooter. And on to the next color for the GTS 300 range. Actually, this is not GTS 300. In the US market, they don't sell this bike. This is a GTS 125. It's a liquid cooled motor, but it comes in this beautiful metallic British racing green. You can see the Primavera. They now have a light green. That's a gorgeous color. That model is a fuel injected 50. The Yacht Club. And on to the last model, which is a Sprint Sport. Carries all the same features as the Primavera Sport, including the Bluetooth configurable and smartphone integrated digital instrumentation on it. And again, in that awesome gray color. Onto the rest of the booth, you can see some of the accessories, the 946 red that's carried over from the last couple of years, and onto the Electrica that's finally hit the floors and is in production. You see they have some models that look pretty sitting on the Electricas. Of course, they love the Electrica. Nice, easy scooter ride. One thing about it, it's about a 50-kilometer scooter, which is about 30 mile an hour. So it's definitely a scooter that's limited to the city. And here's the introduction.
questa splendida Vespa elettrica. Sono veramente emozionata.
And the CEO of Piaggio Group speaking about the electrica. So on to the 2019 Piaggio range. The Piaggio range consists of the Beverly, both in 125, 350. The Medley, which is not sold in the United States, got a liquid-cooled 125 motor. And the Liberty, that's sold in the United States with both a 50 and a 150 engine. You can see some new colors for the Beverly 125S, that is, a 125. So it's a full-size Beverly, but with a 125 engine. Does include a very nice looking 20-spoke wheel. You got the MP3 500 Sport on this pretty crazy display that tilts them. Kind of shows how the tilt lot works. This is the new MP3 300. Similar size to the Your Band, so it's a much smaller scooter than the MP3 500. You saw the electric bicycle, the WeBike. Helmets on display for 2019. New era ball caps that are new from Vespa, but in some other clothing articles they have for the accessory line, watches, and on to a video production for Vespa.
This is what we're waiting for.
Wow!